Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Jones. Looking to throw on 2nd down. To Barkley on the check down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down carry for Barkley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Back 99, Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
To throw on 2nd down. Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing, Jones. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of 1 yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll give it to him up the middle. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now...
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your defense.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A deep ball for Dotson. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position. 12
yards on the return that time. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Giants on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jones. finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? A good blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
That'll go as a loss of 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a loose football. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not only going to tip it, I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
It's brought in by Doxson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He'll look to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 319! 319!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Meanwhile, a second quarter score from Carolina. That one now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Panthers. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Jones on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Well, nearly a disaster there on the check down, but they'll get it back.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now Jones, going to throw again. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by the off-row corner, Josh Norman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And that was a young pup, the rookie, being intercepted by a veteran DB.
And I loved our quick conversation in pregame with him on the field, where he said, hey, look, I love playing these young quarterbacks. They don't know a whole lot yet, so I can use my mind to put me in a position to make a play.
Well, it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. First down now, but that clock rolling.
And you remember pre-draft, there was a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Jones, throwing again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Giants on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Jones. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Jordan Reed has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them with no gain.
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Back to throw here. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
319!
They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one, but incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Gun, 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 gun. All right, now, Lucky 56, Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Reuben Foster not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Yeah, he was the first back taken in the draft. Ended up going number 2 to the Giants, and there was never a doubt that he would be the first runner off the board. And we just saw why. His ability with the ball in his hands to turn a nice little gain into something big. He makes plays no matter how you get him the ball.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And that's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
All right, now, Lucky 56, Lucky 56.
Jones now to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran wrong. That's
caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's got it. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Second and goal from the 1.
Set. Green 39. Green 30.
He'll get it up the middle. And he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson punching it in from a yard away. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now out come the Giants. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
4 down, check. Detroit!
Jones looking to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Gun!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Geis for the carry on second down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
All right, now, look at 56.
Here's Jones on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Reuben Foster in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Watch him now, Barney.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Detroit!
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Hey, switch!
Gun!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jones now throwing on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Gun!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. So now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Leopard! Over!
We got 3. Check 24, check 24.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Over! Here we go now. Blue line.
They'll look to throw here. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Past the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, The head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. New York set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on. Get it done. And maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jones to throw on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Yes, they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
We got 4. We got 4.
Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Here's Riley Dixon now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Redskins, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.